Hey guys, Michael from Copper vs Glass. Now as you may know, I've recently picked up the OnePlus 2, so what we're going to be doing today is looking at my top 3 OnePlus 2 features. So, let's take a look. So the first feature is the fingerprint sensor. So you can press the power button and then go down to the home button where the fingerprint sensor is to unlock your device. You can also use the built-in gestures of the OnePlus 2 with a double tap of the home screen to wake the device, or you can just do it straight from the actual fingerprint sensor itself without pressing any buttons whatsoever, which is a really nice built-in feature. Now it's really quick and also very reliable, and you can also program up to 5 separate fingers. For me though, I've only got 4, so I've got my 2 thumbs and also my 2 index fingers for when it is resting on a table. Now I wanted to protect the glass on my OnePlus 2, so I had to pick up myself a screen protector and went for the Spigen Glass TR. Now this adds a little bit of thickness to the actual device itself, so I was slightly worried about the fingerprint sensor. However, as you can see here, it works perfectly fine with no problems whatsoever. So obviously normal plastic screen protectors will be perfectly fine, but also the thicker glass ones work extremely well as well. Next up then is a feature that I really miss from having an iPhone, and that's some sort of alert slider. Now the OnePlus 2 has a 3-stage alert slider, and it comes in really handy, and it's actually a lot more useful than I thought it would be. I also enjoy the texture of the actual button itself. However, I wish this was the texture they use on the power button, as it's really similar to the volume up and down, which can be a bit of a problem. Now you've got a 3-stage slider as I mentioned, so you've got no interruptions, priority notifications, and then all notifications as well. So it's really convenient to be able to go into work, turn off my notifications, and then as soon as I leave the office, turn them all back on with a single flick of a switch. Now you've also got some settings for the actual different notification settings as well, which is really good. So if you do want to let through certain calls or certain messages, then you've got the option to do so. And like I say, this should be pretty much on every phone out there. Yes, it may have been stolen from the iPhone, but this is actually way more useful. And lastly then, we have the bottom mounted speaker, which sounds, well, it doesn't sound that good. They should definitely be on the front of the device like you get with a Nexus 6P, but what you do have on the bottom here, which is good, is USB Type-C. Now USB Type-C is eventually going to become a standard with a lot of devices, but for some reason Samsung with their newest device decided to stick with micro USB, so you may have to wait another year for that feature. But it's a really awesome and convenient way to charge your device. It is reversible, and as you can see here, there are also some accessories that are starting to come out as well, like this dock, which was only around £6. Now as I mentioned, it is quite convenient, it is reversible, but it doesn't necessarily offer anything more than what you get with micro USB. Now unfortunately the OnePlus 2 doesn't have any sort of quick charging or anything like that, but in the future, and maybe with the OnePlus 3, we will see some real improvements to battery life and also charging, and USB Type-C is going to be a really big factor in that. I mean, the speakers aren't that bad, but next time OnePlus, just put them on the front. And that's pretty much going to do it guys for my top 3 features. Now a shout out goes to the actual OS itself because it's very stock Android, and in my opinion every phone manufacturer, whether it's LG, Samsung, HTC, should be using stock Android because it just looks a little bit better. Now if you guys have got any other things that you love about the OnePlus 2, or just in general think that every Android phone should have, then be sure to leave it in the comments section down below and we can have a little discussion about that. If you've got any other questions or comments, you can hit me up on Twitter at Copper vs Glass, and if you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up down below. For more great content from Copper vs Glass, don't forget to subscribe. I'm Michael, and I will catch you guys in the next video.